Hey guys, good morning. Well, afternoon, I guess. It's 12:50-ish here. How are you guys doing? This light's a little bit bright for my face. Like it's hurting my eyeballs a little bit. Eek. One second, turn this down. I don't really need to be all that bright, do I? I don't really feel like I do. Oh my god. Okay. Good enough. How's everyone doing? Hello. I wanted to do this yesterday. Okay? I wanted to do this yesterday, but that 8-hour live was not supposed to happen. I thought we were really only going to be live for maybe 4 hours, 5 at most, because it being an over 2-hour interview. I didn't expect to sit there for 8. But I also didn't want to not finish it. You know, because we had to do 2 sections for the Cyray interview, and I just didn't want to do all that. So even though it was 8 hours, at least it's done. They're so disgusting. Daniel's disgusting. Steve is disgusting. They're all just disgusting. And there's no doubts about it anymore that they're just freaking straight disgusting human beings. But what we are here for today is some Gypsy Rose trash out, okay? There is no way, no way that she needs to have custody of her child or that Ryan Anderson should be a free walking man, okay? I don't care. I don't care about nothing else but that. Ryan Anderson should be in jail, and Gypsy Rose should not have custody of Aurora. And number 3, Ken should be slapped 1,000 times across the face just for being a fucking idiot, okay? These calls are so gross. These calls are so gross. Now, there's only 2 that I have, like, ready to go for us to listen to. And the first one, I've listened to about half of it because this is where she literally says she killed Dee Dee. It's not the whole thing that she always does where she's like, well, it can't be me, right? Because I'm not the one who had the knife. That was all Nick. No. She literally says something about how Dee Dee was 24 when she had her, and then she was 24 when she killed her. She says it just like that to this guy on this phone call. Now, the other one, I don't know what the hell it's about. I just know that the title says very gross with a puke face, and the comments are saying they wish they would not have eaten before listening to it. So I'm curious naturally. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with this one. Oh, welcome, Nin4. Welcome. We're going to start with this one because this is the one so far that I have found pretty important. Now, there's another one that I found really important, but only when it comes to like the foreshadowing into how jacked up her and Ryan's relationship was and how that dumbass knew from the very beginning that that was not going to be where she stayed, who she was going to stay with. Like, he literally knew before they ever even started having any sort of romanticizing of their own, like whatever the hell that was. He already knew that Ken was it for her. He already knew. And he went back and forth with her in jail about Ken a million and a half times. Literally having the conversations, foreshadowing exactly what ended up happening about how he was just a freaking placeholder until she got out because Ken wanted the relationship with her out of prison. So she was just doing what she needed to do so she wasn't alone or under the thumb of her parents. Which is everything that we've literally already said, and now we've got it in phone call form. She is such a shit human. So we're just going to go ahead and get started with this without waiting any longer. I want to sit here probably for like 2 hours or so, the way that we do our UFO reviews. I think 2 hours is probably a good amount of time to sort of go through some of this crap without losing our absolute ever-loving freaking minds. Plus, there's stuff in Idaho that we're going to do today. There's so many interviews and different things now that ABC and Accomplished Day posted that list of all the duplicate stuff and everything. There's so many things in there that we haven't gone over yet. Plus, there's already stuff that was out that we hadn't gone over yet, but I needed to take this break. We have to. There they are. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships into the weeds. Oh my God. These calls are crazy. I don't know how y'all even deal. I don't know how y'all deal. Y'all have listened to like all of them. Okay, it's her and it's them and it's 1980s Millennial and a couple other of them. They're listening to every single one of these in order to be able to either create the title that it needs to know which one it is or to create a thumbnail, and that's so much trauma. My God. y'all are listening to all this crazy stuff, and I'm just like, they need a vacation after this. Holy shit. You ready? Okay, this is the one. I don't remember there being anything too crazy in here, but it also could be because when she said what she said, I instantly stopped and recorded that piece because she's been so adamant that she's not the murderer this entire time, but she's on this phone call with this guy, and because it makes her sound a certain kind of way, she's totally okay with taking full responsibility and saying, I killed her. It's just funny how she goes back and forth so much. Captions. Are you guys ready? Oh my God. Let's go.
With no account required, you can now go to securitech.net and put money directly on an offender's trust account. Save on fees and deposit to ECA.
Okay, here we go.
An offender at the to refuse charge. If you would thank you, Securus.
Remember what it was.
Okay, here we go.
2. If you would thank you for using Securus, you may start the conversation now.
I remember what it was now. I was talking on her cell phone to Danny, and I was just walking around, like, you know how people walk around with the phone. Here I am.
Yeah.
So
Half the time I talk to you, I go back and forth to the end of the driveway to the back.
Now, is this guy's name Jeff? I think this guy's name is Jeff. I didn't know there was another person. I mean, we knew there were other people. I knew there were other people, but I wasn't aware that there was like another guy that she was like constantly talking to. There's a guy named Jeff and a guy named Brian that she mentions a lot, that she goes back and forth with. And Ken and Ryan both get told by Gypsy all the time when they have like these little private fights. She runs to one of these other guys just to be able to talk to them about it, and then to come back and throw in either Ryan or Ken's face as she ran off to talk to this other guy about their problems. She is a disgusting manipulator. Oh my God.
And I gotta wonder if the neighbors are watching me going, what the fuck's he doing? But yes, I know what you mean.
So yeah, she just caught me like talking to Danny on the phone, on her cell phone, mind you.
Now, this is before or after you ran away with him?
This is before.
So this would be Dan. She's calling him Danny, but this would be Dan. This would be the guy that she originally ran off with, that she's claiming in the videos to Nick Godejohn was the first time that Dee Dee knew she could actually walk, that she'd been lying to her up until Dan and her running away. And that's when Dee Dee knew for the first time that Gypsy could really walk. I'll never forget her saying that shit.
Yeah.
So at this point, like, she didn't know about Danny at all. So
she had a personal assistant in prison. I saw something about the CSAM arrest, so that's who that was. See, that actually makes a lot of sense because we're told that that's the kind of group of people that she hung out with in prison because they're the only ones that would accept her, were like the pedos. They're the only ones that would deal with her for the most part. So that's theme.
Anyway, she got the phone out of my hand and she's like, "Who are you on the phone with?" I'm like, "My friend." And at first I lied and I was like, "I was talking to Aaliyah." And she looked at the number. She's like, "That's not Aaliyah's number." I kept putting it like she wouldn't look at the phone. So anyway, she took.
Oh, so she's telling a story of her being on the phone with Dan, and I guess lying to Dee Dee, saying that it was a girl named Aaliyah instead of telling her the truth. This is what that sounds like. See, I was listening to this while I was cooking, so it was just sort of like in the background. It wasn't until she makes that one statement that it really got my attention. So I didn't realize what this was in the beginning.
In the car, drove us around Kansas City for a while, found a back alley that was like nobody, it was like deserted.
Wait, like when you say put you in the car, like put you in the chair and in the car, or just put you in the passenger seat?
Put me in the chair in the car.
Okay.
And drove us to a back alley somewhere and beat the shit out of me.
Oh.
And then
now, how do you explain that to the doctor?
What? What did she say?
Aaliyah. And she looked at the number. She's like, "That's not Aaliyah's number." I kept putting it like she wouldn't look at the phone. So anyway, she took me in the car, drove us around Kansas City for a while, found a back alley that was like nobody, it was like deserted.
Wait, like when you say put you in the car, like put you in the chair and in the car, or just put you in the passenger seat?
Put me in the chair in the car.
Okay.
And drove us to a back alley somewhere and beat the shit out of me.
Oh.
And then
now, how do you explain that to the doctors?
the bruises.
They left her own house? or where was she having this I'm so lost. Where is she having this conversation at where she's faking who she's talking to on the phone, where Dee Dee then takes her and puts her in the wheelchair, but then puts her in the car, drives around Kansas City, so maybe a hospital? So Dee Dee's just driving around trying to find a place to beat her ass? Is that what she's saying? Oh my God.
On my legs, and the doctor wasn't looking there.
Yeah.
Like the checkup wasn't like a physical checkup. It was just something, I don't remember what it was for, but it could have been a dental appointment. But the bruises weren't visible at that, moment in time for the doctor's appointment. It developed over. But she kept asking me, like, what did you tell him? What did you tell him? Did you tell him you could walk? Did you? And I'm like, no, I didn't tell him anything. At that point, I was like,
I didn't tell him anything. So she's trying to insinuate that Dee Dee knew about her relationship with Dan before the runaway. That's what she's insinuating here.
Tense moment. And I remember my mom grabbing like the sides of my face and like digging her nails into my cheeks, and that hurt pretty bad.
And the doctor didn't notice that?
Moment, I hated her. And I wanted her dead so bad in that moment. Just because I hated what was going on. But it was just like, we would get into times like that. Every time that she would catch me doing something, it would result into me getting physically abused.
Right.
But no one ever saw bruises on her. No one ever saw cuts on her face. No one ever saw that. And for somebody who had constant attention and was constantly at the doctor, it'd be really, really hard to hide physical abuse from someone who's literally always being looked at by a physician. So this whole thing don't even make sense. Because again, she's never, ever, 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 ever once told anyone that Dee Dee was physically harming her or anything else. She always said that she was her best friend and she was protective over her. All of this shit came after.
Stupid shit that now I realize that, that most people don't have that happen to them. They can talk to anybody who the fuck they want to talk to.
You could talk to whoever you wanted to talk to.
It wasn't normal.
Yeah. I think that's the clicking point. That was one of the clicking points. That was like the beginning of the clicking point, I guess.
Right. It's her stopping you from talking to boys.
If you had the thought, like, what's going to be, or if you had the thought of, if it's not her, it's going to end up being me. So I guess I just need to make that choice.
Yeah. I mean, there were times that I kind of wondered if, how bad was this get? And at this point, when, it just seemed to be getting worse. And I'm like, at what point will this get any better? And then it came into my life and sort of expelled those thoughts. Because I never,
These captions are so wrong. They've put kid where she said get. They put they where she's saying Nick. This is why I hate using captions.
Thoughts of like, oh, I want her dead, which I hear that's a pretty, common thought that some kids have sometimes.
Well, I mean, everybody at some
from
point
a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Make him bigger.
Everybody at some point gets pissed off at someone and says, "I'm gonna fucking kill you," or "I wish you were dead." Like everybody says that.
Right.
Everybody has that thought.
Right. And then it's like Nick kind of came into my life, and for the first couple of months, he seemed like he was a sweet guy, and then I started noticing stuff on his Facebook like about guns and violence, and I'm like, I even addressed it with him. I'm like, since when are you into guns and stuff like that and weapons? And he spoke about this organization called Anonymous. They wear like the Guy Fawkes mask, and like
the what mask?
The Guy Fawkes mask, like the one.
So what this is saying is that she's over here basically complaining about something that Nick was doing, but then she went and made her own mask and posted it on her secret Facebook that she was hiding from people to mirror what he was doing, I guess.
From the movie from Vendetta?
Yeah, I still don't know what that is. I mean, I've heard that movie. I don't know what it is. I've never seen it.
It's a mask of just this guy with like a goatee, I guess. And,
yeah. Well, I mean, I've heard enough about him where I know he just flat out likes violence. There's no doubt in my mind, like, unfortunately, it was like the perfect storm, of all the people in the world you could have met. That's that's the one you met. Like,
How many times did he beg her not to do it? How many times did he beg her just to run away so that he didn't have to go through with it? Like, people seem to forget that he was trying to stop this from happening 1.5 million times, and she was relentlessly not giving up. Again, when he got there that day, they could have left. They could have left. She knew how old she was. She knew she could leave. She knew she wasn't a minor. She knew that her mother couldn't keep her there. She knew all of these things. When he showed up, she didn't have to put the gloves on him, hand him the knife, open the door, all the bullshit. She didn't have to do any of that. He could have gotten there and they could have left. And if it was really all that bad, their first stop could have been the police station. She chose not to. That's her problem. I have no sympathy for this woman. I don't have any sympathy at all for her. I don't care. She had years where she could have changed something. She chose not to. She chose to do the most to get the most attention because she thought that she could just go off and live this fairy tale life. She wanted to be the damsel in distress and have the knight in shining armor come and rescue her. And that's exactly what she did. But she planned it and orchestrated it and organized everything herself, which is not like a normal princess story. That's psychotic.
That's so on. Right. So, yeah. So
I don't know how we got tonight either. But it reminds me of something Fancy said on a podcast I heard last summer. I don't know if this is true or not, but like your mom always tried to make you 4 years younger and even had, documents changed to lower your age and your date of birth. And then I heard something like you guys were somewhere, and at this point, the quote lying age was 19, and now she's telling people that you're 15 again. Now backing it off another 4 years.
Yeah.
And I heard that she was trying to go back another, now a total of 8 years.
Mm-hmm. There was there was another point that I think it was our last trip.
See, the stuff with Fancy Maselli, or however you say her last name, the Good Wives weirdo, I don't really know too much about how in-depth everything was. I mean, I know enough, but I also know that Gypsy and Rod and Krusty over there were not around, like, literally ever in order to really give Fancy information. So while Fancy was getting, like, medical records from Rod and Christy and getting some other back-end information, they were never around. So they wouldn't even have the stories like this. She would have had to have, I guess, seen that shit somewhere, or somebody else tell her that, or somebody, I don't know. I know that there was some, things going on. Dee Dee's on a saint. I know that there were things going on because she was trying to keep her kid alive. She was trying to keep a house over there, whatever. I know that there were some things happening, but what ended up happening was so unnecessary. And at the end, it's all self-preservation and stupidity. But this whole thing right here, was it really that extreme? Did Gypsy just not know anything? Is she going to sit here and act like the complete victim? I don't know. But again, Dee Dee's not here to tell those stories. Gypsy's acting like she had no idea about anything that was ever happening. Oh my God, I'm just so innocent. I have no clue. And Rod and Christy were nowhere. He'd rather send off a couple more $100 in child support to appease his own guilt than actually be a part of his daughter's life. So I don't know how exaggerated this is and what the actual, changes were. I know that Into the Weeds knows all that stuff, and 1980s Millennial knows all that stuff, but those little pieces right there, I don't know the exact terms for. I just know that where Fancy was getting stories from were from people who chose to never be around Gypsy. So you can't trust their stories. You can't trust the things that they actually told her.
Disney World, I had no idea. My attorney asked me about this, and so did Christy.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea. But apparently, I think they contacted
on purpose.
Maybe one of the families that.
On purpose. And recently, few months back, there was a guy, I don't remember the username, but there was a dude that was constantly sending stuff over to Gypsy and Aurora. And there were comments about it online, and Gypsy's response was that the guy had autism and he was completely harmless. Well, I'm sure Nick was too before, you manipulated the shit out of him. So here you are again doing what? You're trying to manipulate someone else that has a medical condition, a mental health condition, a mental condition, and you're very aware of it and you know exactly how to manipulate it because you've already done it. She also knows these men that she gets with are not mentally sane. I don't know what the hell's wrong with Ken. Ryan again needs to be locked the hell up and never ever ever step foot in a school ever again. Oh, she shouldn't be around children whatsoever. The stuff that gets said about is it Mia, the sister, and her black boyfriend, I was shocked but not shocked at the same time. I think I was actually kind of more shocked the way that some people on TikTok were approaching it without putting the responsibility where it all the way needed to be. Because Gypsy said some really crazy racist shit, and Ryan was like, oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. It was kind of taken aback by it. And then in the next phone call, he's mirroring her and acting like the same amount of racist bullshit about Maya's black boyfriend, which is so unnecessary. So while some people are like, oh my God, Ryan, and I'm like, what about Gypsy? Like, aren't y'all hating Gypsy? Why are we not mentioning the fact that Gypsy started all of that stuff and Ryan either was closeted or just, he's a dumb shit, which we already know. And he's just going to mimic whatever he wants to mimic in order to get all of the attention. Because that's what it turned into. There's a lot of shit here. Joe was the guy. I think maybe that was the username. I only read like 2 or 3 comments about it. I only read a couple comments about it. She has a kid. She has not only a daughter, but she has a daughter named the exact same name that she was going to name the daughter that she said that Nick Godejohn was going to have to do things with when she turned to a certain age. Like, I don't know how Ken can hear the shit that Gypsy said she would have allowed to her child, knowing that now they have a child. Like, how can you trust her to be around the child, much less alone? Much less bring that kid around other people when you're not around, knowing the kind of shit that she's already been okay with in her mind before. Knowing what she's already justified. My thing is that girl is going to grow up and she's going to get on YouTube and she's going to see all of this. And she's most likely going to disassociate herself from her mother and live a life without having any association with that family. Unless she's so brainwashed by the time she gets to that certain point that for some reason she thinks this is fine. It could go either way. But there's going to be either a shock that she's okay with the shit, or it's going to be like a complete shock that she's disassociating and walking away. Because there's just no way that so many people can just be okay with this. The amount of people that are okay being lied to is insane. Like, I just don't understand it.
We may have met while on vacation,
and
I believe my mom
over and
said
over and over and
that
over.
I was 12, and I was actually like 21.
Right. Right. Oh my God. And at that point, you must have just thought, well, I'm never getting out of here.
You're right. Yeah.
I'm never going to be an adult.
She didn't at that point, she was telling me.
Right. Yeah. Because you couldn't just stand the hell up or call the cops yourself or walk next door and be like, holy shit, she's crazy. You couldn't have done any of that. You can get on Facebook. You can have fake Facebook accounts that you're hiding from people. You can walk around the house, but be in a wheelchair whenever you've got an audience so that you can appease whatever you need to appease. You can get on Christian dating sites. You can look up BDSM. You can go and have secret relationships with married men who are losers. You can do all of that. But you can't tell the cops that your mom is keeping you hostage and lying about your age and beating the shit out of you and all this other crazy shit. You can go do all of that, but you can't do that. I don't know how that little simple thing right there isn't enough for people to realize she's full of shit.
That I was 16.
Yeah.
She's never going to change.
I can't remember. It was all jumbled up. But exactly what you said. Like, it was always like at age 4 years, but then she'd knock off 4 years whenever it would get too high of a number.
No, she didn't want you to become that magical number 18 where you can do whatever you want.
Right. Yeah. And I think if records state correct, I think she did the same to herself too.
I think this is where it's coming.
Oh, she knocked years off her own age?
Yeah, I never knew how old she was. I thought that she was 38, I think. And then it turns out she's actually 48.
Oh, is that right? Well, I guess, yeah, she'd knocked down her own age to make it more appropriate to yours. I guess that makes sense.
I guess it's kind of almost kind of creepy,
Right here.
though. And I was thinking about that a few days ago when I had watched that show. I was like, she had me at 24, and I killed her at 24. Like, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
You did, Gypsy? Thought it couldn't be you, babes. Thought it couldn't be you. You couldn't harm Gypsy, you know, from her Demona persona. You couldn't harm Gypsy. You couldn't harm Dee Dee. It could never be you. It was always Nick. You can't be the murderer. It's always been Nick. He's the one who had the knife. But you did that shit, didn't you? It's about time you actually said it, because you've been lying every day. When I had
watched that show, I was like, she had me at 24, and I killed her at 24.
You hear how she's saying that? She's saying it like it's just like it's something to be proud of. And I killed her at 24. Like she's waiting for the guy to like say something and have a reaction. The tone in her voice here is gross.
Oh, I was like, she had me at 24, and I killed her at 24. Like, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. Oh, and I did.
And then
watch,
he just skips the subject.
I forget the name of it, but I found like this 4-minute clip. Oh my God, that girl that they picked to play you.
Child.
She is.
Which girl
she
is
a handsome woman.
The HBO one?
Lovely. I was like, are you kidding me right now?
Just know that you're far hotter than me.
I know they were complaining about one of the girls that played her. I just don't know which one it is.
The thing is, if they would have done like a movie about,
I think she did.
Other...
I mean, a lot of people, and I really sort of like am leaning here with. I mean, I really need to listen to the way that Nick describes it. We haven't been able to stop and listen to his interrogation videos, and that's really what I want to. I really want to hear the way that he describes the fight, because I know that she like says certain things or whatever, but there's just no way in my mind that Gypsy didn't have more to physically do with what happened. There's just certain things that she has said and certain ways that she's insinuated certain things and certain things that have come out to where I'm just like, I don't know. Even some of the stuff in the autopsy is really questionable for when certain wounds were done compared to when Nick got to the house. There's a lot of questions there. There's a lot of questions.
Woman that's in here for murder. Her daughter looks like that.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Her daughter, and it's a mother-daughter duo that had killed their family using antifreeze, mind you. So the mom's here,
shit.
and the daughter is Sandelia. Well, the daughter looks like the actress that played me in that show. So I was like,
did you meet her?
Who are they talking about? I don't know anything about that. Mother and daughter who killed their family with antifreeze, she said. See, and the captions had it wrong there too. Diane Stout and daughter Rachel Stout committed the crimes together using antifreeze purchased on the internet with the rationale that antifreeze sold online would not contain the added bittering agent in commercial chemicals, making the ethanol glycol poison detectable. And it happened in Missouri. Crazy. Let's see what the pictures show. Oh shit, hold on. So Gypsy's saying that the daughter looks like one of them. I mean, it sounds like it because she's talking shit about the girl that's playing her and how ugly she is, and then saying that she looks similar to this lady. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like she doesn't like her.
They're both
Oh, okay. Yeah.
they're
Really?
so creepy.
The mom or the sister? Your best friend's sister-in-law? Well, then I guess they'd be related to both of them then, right? Your best friend's sister, your best friend's sister-in-law, and then the other one would be related in some way too by marriage. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's wild.
But,
Is she the one that you told me about like a month or so ago
Mom.
that like they did an interview?
So the mom is your best friend's sister-in-law. So would that mean that the daughter is the niece-in-law? Niece-in-law to your best friend? That's crazy. So they knew the family then. That's wild.
Her and I think I looked her up and I found a clip of her interview or something.
no, I think that was somebody else. I
Okay.
think I gave you Lisa Harris's show.
Yeah, that sounds right.
No.
Oh, the mom and the daughter are
Diane
together and
Stout.
hate each other? Why would they have them in the same facility? What? That's crazy.
Is the one that killed her family using antifreeze, and her daughter Rachel Stouty.
Okay.
And I did like a year in county with Diane. She's hella weird, creepy. She's one who have like no remorse, no emotion for what happened.
Right. So speaking of the other people, and there's everybody getting along better. Like nobody's getting in fights or anything
Gypsy
like
always
that.
is the false victim. And yeah, everyone lets her. I don't understand that.
Everything's, I think, settling down. I talked to my teacher today, and I asked her, I'm like, when do you see us coming back for class? She says that the first sign of things getting back to normal will be them starting in-person visits again. And I don't know if she's just like, she's an older woman and short little gray-haired woman. That's cute. I'll look like that when I'm, 90. Yeah, awesome.
Did you ever see the movie with Adam Sandler, 8 Crazy Nights?
Why does it sound familiar? It sounds familiar, maybe.
It's like a Christmas movie, but there's this short little old guy in that movie. And every time you talk about your teacher, all I can picture is this short little old guy.
She's got like awesome fashion sense though. Like her boots are killer ass boots. I would totally wear that. We're like, damn, Miss Cook, what you going to the club or something?
Let's say Dean Martin. Doc Martin? Dean Martin. Doc Martin.
What is that?
Doc Martens are a type of boot. I'll send you a picture of the boots that I'm picturing.
I was thinking more like Louis Vuitton.
Oh, okay. No, totally different then.
My flip, she's like, business won't start up again until July. And I was like, well, the last update that we had got was that June 18th was going to be the restart date. And
would she laugh at you?
I think she knows something that maybe we don't know. So.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they're just going to keep bumping it up until they know, But they shouldn't wait till like 3. They shouldn't wait till like the 15th.
Oh, damn. I'm going to have to go listen to that one.
Say, like, visits are off until we say otherwise. Like, don't even put a date on it. Just say they're off.
She's not very smart at all.
That's like the rest of the world.
Oh, really?
Off
Have to watch it.
Turn it back on. Baseball, football, malls, movie theaters. It's all off until they say otherwise.
I think that's a good choice because there is an institution, one of the men's institutions, that they're going through an outbreak right now and they're having trouble containing it.
In Missouri? Yeah.
I think it's Southwestern Correctional Center that there's an outbreak there and they're just sort of overrun by it, so they just are running around with their heads cut off about it. So they're very.
All right, this one's boring. Now again, I don't know what the hell. I don't know what this one is gonna say. Okay. 1980s millennial has very gross with puke emojis in the title, and the comments are wildin'. I don't know what's in this one. So let's just take the warnings for what they are and prepare yourself. Because I don't know what's going to happen.
No account required. .net An offender at the correction ordered to accept charges. Press 1 to refuse charges. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
So I swear I didn't forget about you.
Yeah, well, you called me back before, but like it hung up.
Yeah,
Sounds like the same guy, right?
Everybody was using their own pin, so I couldn't.
How dare they?
I know.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell this is
like,
going to be about.
Really? I mean, I only have like 4 that I'm working with. So, like, I have my own.
Jeez. Fucking quite the juggle. Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like, usually 2 is completely unavailable because they always, like, use the phone at night. So I'm like, okay. And I was about to use the other one, but I'm like, no, I bet she's going to use it because she's calling her girlfriend more often now. So, and she did. So I'm like, oh, I'm screwed. I got to go recruit some more. So I have some more work to work with.
I start setting some bribes. I got coffee.
Right. You can start fucking paying people. I'll buy it from you.
Yeah, they'll never leave you alone.
Yeah.
They're like,
Talking about PIN codes for the phone?
Time to pay up.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, right.
I thought you just paid for phone
I just,
stuff.
at least wanted to tell you good night because I need to get you before.
I don't know. Our phone call made me so depressed.
Oh, what?
I said our phone call made me so depressed.
It is
Why?
I used to be top tier, second in command. Now I'm like fucking not even considered.
What does that mean?
Reject
oh,
City,
like
baby. Oh my
he's got
God.
more dudes now and he's
How
sad.
have fallen. This is a tragic day indeed.
Tragic day. You can do better. I'm not worth it.
Wow, that is like the most bullshit line I've heard in my life.
I'm serious. Okay.
Might as well say it's not me, but it's you.
So she must have told him that there's this other people that she's talking to, and now he's not as important as he used to be.
I get so many issues.
You could do better. Okay, well, what if I said I want to settle for less? Would that be like a compliment or an insult?
Wow.
No.
Really, you sound like a horse.
I gotta. Well, what the hell? I should. I put in some damn good time here.
Yeah, you have.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
So weird.
Yes, you have.
Plus, I got my Trump card.
So he's like aware. See, this is another thing that's so weird to me. In all these calls I've listened to, all of these dudes are like so aware that she's just juggling all these guys. And that seems to be what keeps them coming back because it's a competition and they know that they're not it. So as long as they're not it, they're going to keep trying to be it. So I think she knows that. This was why she keeps on doing what she does and telling them things like about how she tells Ryan, oh, I had a dream about Ken. You're not supposed to go telling people that kind of shit, you crazy ass. But she does it because it helps her get the attention that she wants. Now, here's this dude literally admitting he knows he's no longer at the top of the totem pole. And they're joking around about it and still having conversations. It's the weirdest shit, bro.
Birthday.
Yeah,
that's something that's fucking you don't fuck with, astronomy. Astrology.
What? Astrology?
Well,
Astronomy? Which one?
Cemented right there.
Yeah, that's true love right there, man.
Right?
I always.
Now you'll get it.
I love you like a friend.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I haven't heard that one before. You sound like the girl next door.
I love you like a friend.
I love you, just not like that. So, every piece but yours, unless like the world ends.
Definitely.
Maybe.
Definitely take yours too. I'd take anything.
I'd take anything right now.
Well,
I'll take a cold pop right now, okay? I'll take a cold ball pop Frank. No, I'm not picky. Oh my God.
Oh gosh, no! You just say you don't need these problems. I can tell you, I come with like so much baggage. You know what my baggage?
Wow. I like how everybody's fucking best defense is like, deprecating.
No, actually,
The chick next door did that to me too. She's like, I have cellulite and this and that. I'm like, are you like trying to like make me like revolt against you? Because like, I don't know, it's just terrible. Can I see it?
What?
This would make you any like more deterred to like know that like I have to pluck my nipple hair because I get tiny little hairs around.
What the? Why are we discussing your hairy ass nipples? Gypsy, why are we talking about your hairy nipples on the phone, Gypsy? I'm going to go put just hairy nipples on the thumbnail now because I'm sorry.
Like I have to pluck my nipple hair because I get tiny little hairs around my nipple that I have to pluck.
Okay, well, let me tell you a story. When I was going out,
oh my God, it didn't even phase him. It didn't even phase him. He just, okay. Okay.
The high school sweetheart, and this was when I was around 18. She already had some of those, so.
No, see, but this is what pisses me off about this, Caitlin. This psychotic bitch is on these calls high as a kite. I don't know what she's grabbing. I don't know what she's taking. She is in some of these calls with Ryan Anderson so out of her mind high. You cannot even make out the words. And she's telling him that she took some shit. So while these calls are supposed to be monitored and recorded, they're just letting her get fucking high in prison and not doing anything about it. There's so many calls of her just high as a kite and nothing happens. They're talking about bestiality and doing shit in front of kids and nobody's doing shit. And these are supposed to be monitored phone calls. Obviously not. Holy crap. Ugh.
It's because, she was part French.
Is that what?
So, yeah. French are just exceptionally hairy people.
Well, I could be one of those just like exceptionally hairy people, but I'm also French too, so like.
Yeah, see?
So I don't know which one cancels out which one, but.
That's bad right there. It's just not good. Not good.
It's just a thing. Like I have to.
Yeah.
And that's
well, I hope so.
I do.
Although when I was going out with this girl, it was kind of, before that, I had to, suggest that she trim the beaver. I'm like, listen, this thing's like, fucking Sherwood Forest. I'm like, well, why don't we cut this back? And she's been doing it ever since. So you know what, motherfucker, right now, I better thank his lucky stars because of me. I'm sure she would have naturally came to the conclusion, but I helped speed it up. I'm like, I'm literally pulling out hairs for my kids. Can we fix this?
Okay.
That's funny.
This is gross.
Well,
see, where else?
It's so funny.
Right, this little honestly. My
roommate.
So see how so this is also something interesting. So right here, you see he is now telling her about another girl that he's been with before, and now she's gonna like try to change the subject, but she constantly will tell the dudes that she's on the phone with about what she's been talking about or whatever with these other guys, and she just wants them to latch on to that, but they start talking to her about other girls and she's going to change the subject. I mean, it's funkated all the way around, but it's just interesting.
My roommates and I, we had this like discussion. We were laying in bed, like I think it was like a few nights ago, and we were like, so you have butt hair?
Oh man, you didn't even want to talk to me about that.
She's like,
is that what? Look, I don't do sleepovers, and I don't have friends on purpose. I stay to myself. Is this what girls talk about when they do sleepovers and hang out? They talk about each other's butt hair. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? What the frick?
It was like a few nights ago, and we were like, so you have butt hair?
Oh man, you didn't even want to talk to me about that.
She's like, yeah, like everyone gets
I'm
butt
dying,
hair.
bro. This is.
I'll show you an ass that'd make you cry.
I'm like, yeah, I know, but like, you should.
Well, that depends. Are we talking cheeks or in between?
In between. pubes continuing on, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't bother with that anymore because there was once upon a time when like I totally mowed it, and let me tell you, when it grows back, holy Lord Jesus.
I don't know. I've never.
Awful. Well, that's probably because yours ain't that bad. Like, you know, you being a girl, so, you know, you're lucky you got a little bit of estrogen in you until that shit depletes, which is approaching. But, but yeah, I'm full of high tests. So, fucking
like
shit. Wild.
Oh, God.
I mean, you can't tell, like, you know, from just looking at it, but, you know, if I were to actually, you know, part the fucking steez, you would see. You'd be like, put it back. Why we don't go there?
Right,
We don't talk about that.
Well, I mean, like, you know, I was like thinking yesterday, we were joking around with the ass here.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored
Well,
and
my
recorded.
question is how do you see it?
You'd
have to squat over the floor with a mirror.
Oh, well, I mean, like, whenever I was in county, like, I didn't have a razor, so naturally, like, it just, like, started to grow more, and I couldn't even, like, trim my pubes or anything. So, like, that's when I really kind of, like, found out, like, how bad it can get. But then, I mean, it's not like yours.
There you go, all natural.
Why is this even a discussion?
It needs to be controlled, and I was like, I remember thinking, you know, when a guy loves you, whenever he's like, hey, did you shave your ass hair? Nick, whenever me and Nick were taking a shower, he's like,
you know, a guy loves you if he asks you if you shaved your ass hair? Oh my God. This girl is so stupid. What is happening? What is this?
You know, when a guy loves you, whenever he's like, hey, did you shave your ass hair? Nick, whenever me and Nick were taking a shower, he's like, did you shave your ass? I was like, yeah, got it.
Wow.
He's just like, no, that's love right there.
I am so turned on right now.
You're disgusting.
Yeah, she talks about Nick.
What?
She talks about Nick a lot. There's even some phone calls from like earlier on. There's like two that I can remember right now where she's literally like talking about like wanting to write him and still being in love with him and wanting to be with him. Yeah. She only stopped her infatuation with Nick because she became prison famous to all these weirdos and they started giving her attention. She would have still been trying to probably get Nick's attention regardless of what the prisons were telling them up until she had a distraction. This girl is crazy. This girl is insane.
By the way, not me.
And yeah, so like ever since then, like I've been like shaving diligently.
This is such a weird conversation to even have.
But yeah, this is something nobody knows. Nobody really talks about that kind of stuff.
Because you don't need to.
Oh, I found out that, like, you know, just by looking at other people's vaginas, my lips are kind of longer than most.
Okay. What the fuck? So what y'all doing in there, Gypsy? Spreading them open and letting everybody just take a gander so you can do some comparisons? What is going on? Oh my God. I can't believe. I cannot believe these conversations that she's having with this strange ass man who also she just told like is not even at the top of her to do when she gets out list. Like, what is happening right now? I'm not even going back. That's crazy.
Or anything. Like, everything's puffed in.
You totally told me it was nip tuck.
Yeah, it is. I'm not talking about the inside. I'm talking about, like, the outer lip. Like, it's just a little longer than most. Like, some have short lips. Some have longer lips. And I just happen to be
I know. My exes were huge. I'd be fine. I can bitch.
You know? And sometimes I have cervical mucus that's a
Well, I mean, it doesn't guarantee that fucking, the girl I end up with is not going to have that.
So does she want this guy to like her or not? See, this is also just like, why are you saying this kind of shit after you've already told this guy that he's no longer like the top guy that you're talking to? And then on top of saying weird shit, then you're like, oh, you still want to have a relationship with me? Is he just like, it's like she's just testing to see how far she can make these guys go up on the gross meter and still want to be with her. It's like that's her thing. This is just insane. I don't even understand.
I mean, I'm not going to find one that doesn't have any, hair problems. And has the perfect rate of lippage.
Thank you for the $4.99. Yeah, I wouldn't eat like the rest of the day because this sound is probably just going to pop up randomly without your freaking permission or consent while you're eating, and it's going to just not be good. So I would just not. Maybe withhold for a good 24 hours. My God.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to find that perfect girl.
I mean, just got to deal with it, just like I did with the other one. Although, on the inside, I'm like, damn.
Oh, God, it's not that bad.
I don't know. I haven't seen them.
I know. If you know,
I'm only going by my ex, but you can make cold cuts.
So obviously 1980s millennial really knows how to title them because this has already been horrible and we haven't even gotten to it yet. Oh my God.
Oh, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, no, let's not go with that one. Not like that. I have to do some Google researching. Perhaps one of my porn video clips from a discovery is on there. I mean, just tell you the things I did with the toothbrush, the vibrating toothbrush.
Well, my question.
Was that it? Are we there? Is it done? Are we finished? Oh my God.
Question to you would be, how are you seeing all these vaginas?
No,
I don't.
How are you seeing them all, Gypsy?
Go around and say, hey, man, I'll tell you, all the dicks I've seen in jail, mine's actually, not that hairy. People would be like, dude, wait a minute, what?
it's a chick thing.
It's not.
It
is not a chick thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, that's not it. Oh, God.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I know, but we have no qualms about just dropping it.
Yeah, no, that'd be pretty weird. Yeah. Dude, you got foreskin? What's that look like? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That sounds like something Ken would be involved in.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know the difference between someone who's cut or uncut. I don't understand.
Oh, you haven't seen videos?
No. I mean,
have you?
I mean, the thing is, I don't understand.
Seen it.
The difference.
Seen a penis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically uncircumcised with Nick uncircumcised?
I don't know.
What? How do you not? You born?
Because I don't know the difference.
Oh my God. Well, it's an easy difference. If it's hard, you could see the head easy. If it's uncircumcised. If it's circumcised, it looks like a fucking hot dog on a bucket.
Yeah, I don't exactly even remember what his penis looks like, actually. So maybe that's a good thing. I was telling my...
That is a good thing. That's kind of, that way no matter...
Shut up, Brian. She's about to reveal something. Oh, God. Oh, God.
What penis you're first shown, you'll get made.
Yeah, it's like
oh, my... Wow! Oh, I mean, wipe my eyes. I'm so blinded.
So blinded.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
I forgot what me and my roommates get into some of the weirdest conversations. But my roommate was eating some Doritos. It was corn chips. I was like, she's like, try one. So I tried it. I'm like, oh my God, this is what makes this taste like.
Wow.
You have 1 minute left.
Yeah?
I'm fucking done. What did she just say? That's got to be it, right? Are we there? Are we there? I don't think it can get any worse besides Nick tastes like a chip. Like, what is going on? What? This girl is so gross. Girl, what is wrong with you? Ugh. I'm never, ever buying Doritos ever again. I can never buy Doritos ever again. Gypsy Rose has, and we literally stopped buying Doritos because they hired some, like, pedophile weirdo from over in the UK and then didn't realize that they were a pedophile weirdo that literally came out and stated that they had done stuff to like a 12-year-old boy before in an interview. So we'd already stopped dealing with Doritos because the backlash of that and just like, how do you be so ignorant to hire this kind of, what is wrong with you? So as soon as that happened, we stopped buying Doritos. But then they came out with like these Simply ones that are like healthier and there's not a lot of healthy brands. So we're like, oh, let's try these Simply ones now and see if that's an alternative that we're going to like. Well, we've bought them a couple times. Never again. Never again. That's strike 2, Dorito. And this one ain't even your fault. I'm sorry. What the frick? And to just tell this dude this. Just on the phone. Telling this guy about what another... Wow. That's crazy as hell. That is so gross. Like, why would you even have these conversations? Why would you even be telling this man... See, that's what I mean, though. Like, she gets off to telling these guys about her other stuff that she's doing and talking about with these other dudes because she likes their reaction. Oh, my God. I'm so gross, bro.
Yeah, salty corn chips. That's what it tastes like, right?
No, it's like a mixture of like salty corn chips and butt.
It's continuing.
Wow.
Oh my God. I got off of this too fast.
Very attractive.
Okay. Wow. Well, let him listen to 20 seconds of this. He'll never eat him again. Oh my God. What's happening? Oh yeah, I'm not going backwards. Like sometimes when I pause, obviously you guys see I go back a little bit. Not in these cases. Not in these cases.
But I mean, you take a shower in like fucking 4 days. You know, it's fucking on that thing. It's fucking dirty.
Wow.
What? Whew. This is nasty. Why are you... If the man hadn't showered in 4 days, why are you putting your mouth anywhere near him? For one, I think that's like the main thing. I'm sorry. So you just don't give two shits. You're nasty as hell. You don't care if it stinks. You don't care if it's washed. You're just going to go to town. My God. No wonder these nasty freaks like her. Because no one else, mental-wise, would even think that that's something to repeat. Oh, this is so disgusting. Oh, my God.
Eat it dirty.
Well,
You like it.
you know, we try to take a little bit of a break, but I end up regretting it usually every time. I don't know how y'all do this all day. I don't know how y'all listen to this all day to be able to go through these and see what needs to go out and how it's titled. I don't know how y'all do this.
Fucking mouth and put off. Hey.
Don't.
I gotta go.
Today or tomorrow. Don't even think about breakfast or dinner or nothing.
Yeah, I mean, the phone's kind of cutting in and out anyway, so I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah? All right, well,
Yeah.
I'll see you next week.
Okay, talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Just actually finished. Oh my God. For real. When you would rather listen to that than this, that's crazy. Oh my God. All right, let me go. Oh shit, hold on, press the wrong thing. Okay. Let me go back to Into the Weeds. So I can pull up some more. Oh my God. I'm scarred, bro. I'm so scarred. I'm going to have nightmares now. I can imagine it's freaking horrible. I can imagine it's horrible. My God. Okay, let's see. Stripping for old geezers online. Okay, I have to listen to this one. What the hell? What the hell? What do you mean, you weirdo?
Calls from
The fuck does that mean?
I've been rather lenient.
For using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
For real.
Would you say I've been rather lenient on you as far as...
What the fuck does that mean? Lenient? What are you trying to say?
I haven't been a pain lately, have I?
I like, you know, it's like sex. It's better when it's hands-free. Why? Is this your excuse to dump some fucking project on me?
Yes.
I've been pretty lenient, right? So you mind, like, you know, typing up a copy of my manuscript? Like,
I wasn't there. So yes, I've got some projects for you to do.
oh, come on, man. Oh, man, it was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Either talking to Ryan a lot or dead or like in the hole.
Guess how many?
900? One?
2,500.
On what? How?
My sister posted a TikTok video plugging me.
Oh, man, you and your plugs.
Her Instagram account from
You're
prison.
doing more fucking plugs than Shaquille O'Neal at this point.
Yeah, this is still
really,
the personal
all I want
assistant.
Is,
Don't say all I really want. That's a minimizer. I hate when people minimize shit. It's not a big deal. Like, it is. Don't sugarcoat it. What do you got?
What I want is you to change the name on my Facebook.
Bro, for like the what time? How many fucking names do you have?
Gypsy Rose.
More aliases than fucking people on the FBI list.
Well, you know, I'm married, so I can have more than one last name.
Oh, great. So you can hyphenate it 600 fucking ways.
So it's been a while now, and now she's married to Ryan, and she's still talking to her ex that's now her personal assistant. I know, and it makes it so much worse. So, yeah, this is just another idiot. So do you know if was this guy arrested? This is the one that was arrested, right? Was he arrested for CSAM before she got out, or was it after and they had the chance to like meet in real life? I don't know when that arrest was. That's crazy.
I think so. So,
and then you got your other thing that you can hyphenate too. Gypsy Rose. So it's like I got a fucking 4 fucking thing I can.
After and recently. I wonder if they met up in person and did stuff beforehand. Because you know how her entire thing with Nick is that she wanted to go off and like do shit with Dan real quick. And there's already there was discussions with Ryan in a phone call that I heard where they were discussing her wanting to go and meet up with this guy after she got out. Like that discussion I heard between her and Ryan was basically him saying that he knew that he was going to have to let her go out and cheat because she's going to have to get it out of her system, but she'll always come back. And she was like, yeah, you know, it lasts like 2 or 3 weeks at a time. Like the gaslighting is so crazy. Oh my God. It's so bad. That's so nasty.
I want you to go to my other.
I wish they would limit. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna be like, listen, you should only be limited to change your name X amount of times. How many marriages are there?
I mean, maybe there's like a thing where it says you can switch it back to Gypsy Rose Anderson.
See the bad. YouTube is so bad with captions.
Tell me, no, you've done it too many times in a year. What the fuck are you doing? It's like, kick back. Sure.
Yeah. What if?
What is Your man's not busy.
Well, he doesn't know how to do this stuff, so I really need to.
He doesn't. That is like the.
Ryan doesn't know how to do anything, so I'm coming to you. I married him, but he's useless.
Biggest bullshit excuse I've ever fucking heard about.
He really doesn't. So I can hear the whole for an hour of him trying to be like, okay, I gotta read how to do this. So here, why can't it work? You know, I'd rather not put up with the head.
I say those same things and I get no sympathy. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It's too much to explain to Ryan what to do. I don't want to deal with it. That's crazy.
This thing never fucking the thing with the thing. And, you know, all you're doing is just like, you could do like cheer me on, like it's a fucking, like it's a cheerleader tryout or some shit. You can do it. I believe in you.
You can do it.
You can do it. Cut this fucking head off. It's like my dad today gave me another mission. I love his thing. His thing is, oh, when you get time, like
the one that's off subject of what I normally do. Brace yourself, because it's functated.
Oh, when I get time, it's like, okay, hold on, let me just drop fucking.
Yeah, no shit.
I want you to buy 2 new iPhones. You just spent $2,600 on 2 fucking phones.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Like, you know what I could do with $2,600? Fucking do like, what should I get? Should I get the blue or the titanium? Like, for a lot of fucking asking, it's your phone.
What is he talking about? Oh, the phone.
Right.
Why are you asking me what color? He's like, should I get the titanium case or the blue? I'm like, oh, is the blue gonna match the blue on the iPhone? Like, what am I getting? Like these fucking color cards out here? Color wheels? Nah, it's about 3 hues off. You want me to keep trying? Like,
wow.
Fine. And then.
Actually, I don't even want to listen to this guy's voice anymore. Here's one with Ryan. Here's one that has Ryan's face on it. I don't want to just listen to that weirdo the whole freaking time. I can't listen to that guy. Let's see what this one has to say. This one is about, Ryan, 14th Ryan call. Dee Dee talk. Ryan has to make Gyp jealous with another black lady story.
Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept charges, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey.
Hey, what you doing?
Have y'all seen the video of Ryan? Let me see if I can pull it up on my TikTok. Somebody caught him out in the wild. I tagged Into the Weeds on TikTok about it yesterday. Someone caught him out in the wild. He's got headphones on and he's walking the dog and he's like throwing up signs and like rapping and shit to whatever he's listening to. It was so funny. I'm gonna go see if I can pull it up.
Just got done shaving my eyebrows.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Shaving your eyebrows.
I know how to string. Do you know what that is?
I have no clue.
Okay, so you've ever been to the mall and seen like one of like Japanese or Asian people like taking a string and like stringing someone's eyebrows at the mall?
Okay.
It's a thing.
I have no clue.
Yeah, it's a thing. So that's what we use to like we string over here too.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're grooming, like sounds like a spa day type deal.
Yeah, pretty much.
A spa day in prison.
So I'm bored at 9 o'clock at night, so I'm just gonna do whatever.
Yeah.
I found it.
What you do?
This is Ryan in the wild. This was posted a day ago. This is Ryan in the wild. So I can make it bigger. Where's the freaking thing to make it bigger? I don't know anything about how to do this right here. Hold on. Ah!
But when you were with me, the D was fire, and then when you left, it wasn't no
Look
good.
at me.
That's ex-girlfriend shit. And she said that in her documentary long time ago that I saw on HBO where she said, oh, that's just ex-girlfriends doing ex-girlfriend stuff. But when you were with me, the D was fire, and then when you left, it wasn't no good. That's ex-girlfriend shit. And she said that in her documentary long time ago that I saw on HBO where she said, oh, that's just ex-girlfriends doing ex-girlfriend stuff. But when you were with me, the D was fire.
And then somebody said, look his picture.
It wasn't no good. That's ex-girlfriend shit. And she said that in her documentary
He's just singing out in public
that I
with
saw
the dog,
on HBO where she said,
doing his thing.
"Oh, that's just ex-girlfriends doing ex-girlfriend stuff." But when
Ryan out in the wild. Look, the fact that I like share a state line with these people is disturbing. The fact my oldest child, lives in the same state as these people. Look, I was married when I was married to my ex-husband, to my oldest kid's dad, my ex-husband. We lived in Rain, Louisiana. That is where she went for her baby shower at Candyland Cottage. My ex-sister-in-law, or something happened over there for Candyland Cottage. My ex-sister-in-law used to work there when that place first opened 20 years ago, practically. So seeing her like go to Frog City and shit, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you in places that I can recognize? I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. And Ariel like can't stand this woman. So like, she was like always just making sure she don't see Gypsy out in the wild either. Cause she's like, I don't know if I could just not say anything to her. I was like, don't say anything to her because her nasty will rub off on you and you just need to run far, far away. Ugh, it's just so gross. Okay.
Oh, what movie?
Terminator 2.
It's
We
so
watched
bad.
Terminator 1 the other day.
He's probably
So
thinking
he's
about
like,
Gypsy.
we want to keep watching them. So.
I've never seen the Terminator movie.
Oh, they're really good. They're really good.
Oh, I have good news. I got to catch my Xena marathon. So.
Did you really?
Yes.
Look, there's a place in Lake Charles that me and the kids like to eat. Like our favorite Chinese buffet is in Lake Charles, and we have to pass by his apartment complex to get there. It's a little bit of a drive, but we go through to go to my grandpa's house or whatever. So that's how long we've been sort of like stopping there to eat. And every time we pass by the apartment complex that he lives in still. And you recognize it because it's been all over the TV. And as far as I understand, he hasn't moved. So every time we pass that bridge and we were right there by his apartment complex, I'm just like, oh, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies. Like I'm worried one day I'm going to walk into my favorite buffet place that's like 5 miles from his apartment and he's going to be there. I mean, we don't go often, but I'm just still worried about it, because I can't. There's no way I could see either one of them and not have a visceral, very loud and public reaction. Especially if I see this dude walking around some kids. Oh my God. That's why I won't go to the casino. Because I'm scared I'm going to run into them there. And I really want to go over there and do some gambling because Texas doesn't allow that shit and it's kind of fun. But I am scared I'm going to walk in and they're going to be there because his place is right there by the casino. I can't have any fun. So I'll see. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want him to be there. I can't. I will just throw the Doritos and run. We need to just all get together as a collective group and go to the casino just to be on a Ryan lookout. We should totally do that.
I forgot about that.
I got the channel back. I got
Good to know. See,
so I was able to watch it this morning. I'm so happy.
How many episodes did you watch?
Well, considering that I went to breakfast at like 5 a.m., I probably made it to like an episode and a half.
Is she talking about her series?
Yeah, it starts at like 5 a.m.
Oh, could you?
Then, like,
oh my God!
to, like 11:30 or something.
Can you imagine Ryan Anderson at a Mardi Gras parade? Sloppy. It's just sloppy.
Oh
God.
But,
field trip.
So
yeah.
I probably fell asleep.
I bet you he'd be there too. Crazy.
Well, I understand that. Heck, I'd probably fall asleep during Xena too.
None of them are good enough to be Xena fans. I used to watch Xena, Warrior Princess, and Hercules all the time as a kid. I mean,
Actually, Sunday.
He's sloppy when he's sober, girl. Like I can't even imagine him being out there. Yeah, that's. I won't even be able to walk down the chip aisle for a while. Okay, that's just. That's like making me want to really throw up here, right? Like, look, I'm telling you, he would be probably fun to watch from afar. For sure.
I have to go to a baby shower, which I don't understand why I have to go, but I have to go. It's the girl who sits next to me, and she's going to get offended if I don't show up. So
I still go to baby showers.
I know.
Not normal.
I've been to a couple baby showers.
Yeah, but I'm a dude though. Like,
Pity and yeah, probably.
I get
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to play baby games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure you like playing with diapers, Ryan.
So you could always go for like 20 minutes and then like leave.
that's what I plan on doing.
Yeah. Just showed up. I'm here. Okay, 20 minutes goes by. Like, I really gotta go.
Right. And plus, like, I told the girl today, I was like, I don't really know if I want to go. And she's like, oh, okay. But I didn't want to tell her that girl the black girl who always hits on me, like, come up to me today and was like, so what are you wearing to the baby shower? I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Why does she want to know that? Like,
yeah, I guess yes, I guess so. She was like, she told me, she said, I'm wearing blue. I was like, well, that's great. You know, all I could say was, that's nice.
What?
Yeah.
What a weird conversation.
Like, okay. So I told the girl I sit next to, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to go too long. Yeah.
Wow.
But I know, crazy, right?
That's very weird.
I know.
Like, I'll wear the blue tie then.
I was kind of like, I wanted to say, well, fine, you wear blue, I'll wear red, and you fuck along.
Yeah. You wear blue, I'll wear pink. We'll find out what it is later.
Want to wear your blue shirts?
So, yeah, good stuff.
For real.
So
that part.
From a correctional facility and maybe monitor.
Just again, the simple fact that she has a daughter and like these conversations now here, like in these jail calls, and the conversations that we've heard from the videos between her and Nick, I don't know how CPS hasn't stepped in. As against CPS as I've always been, because I think they do more harm than good. They never step in where they need to, and they over fucking step where they don't need to be anywhere. I've seen it everywhere. I've seen families destroyed. There's so many stories here in Texas of families that have been destroyed by bullshit with CPS. But this is an exception. Where are they? She is a murderer. She has murderer charges, okay? There's no way that someone who has spent time in prison for homicide, for murdering things, okay, for orchestrating and stealing and all the crazy shit, that has a mental problem the way that Gypsy does, how is she even able to even have a child without them constantly having to watch her? Without them having to come into the house and actually watch her, without making her go through parenting classes. The fact they just let this girl go on barely any supervision whatsoever, and she's been able to have a kid. She's not even... What? It's like they want her to commit another crime. They're just allowing her out to just do whatever she wants to. This is not... I really worry that Aurora is not going to grow up to be an adult, that something bad is going to happen before that, because Gypsy's not normal. And they're literally letting this little girl's life be in danger. For what? For what? I don't get it. I really don't.
And recorded.
Okay, go ahead.
What you been doing today?
I went outside and I got some sun. Yeah, I'm a little pink, so I got a little sunburn on my arms and on my nose, which looks great with the bruise that I have. So, let's see. I went to canteen. I dodged my teacher. I was like, I didn't do any assignments.
I can't even go fishing with my dad without having a license. He has a license. He's the one who usually catches most of the stuff. I only fish when my dad is here. I don't have the time to go out and do it. And when he's here, I make the time. But other than that, I never go unless my dad is here. And I have to make sure that even if it's twice a year, I'm going down to Walmart and spending that $40-something on a damn license, because a game warden will take my ass out of here if I just so happen to be even looking at a damn rod and reel one way without having a damn license in my pocket. But you can just willy-nilly pop a kid out. Yeah, I never really quite understood that shit either.
I was like, I signed in at school and then like got out as soon as before she even saw me.
He's a little troublemaker.
No, he's a little troublemaker. He talks to her like she's a kid. It's so gross.
Chill.
It tells you a lot about him.
What did I eat? I ate like this pizza thing with macaroni and cheese. Emily made it, I guess, or somebody.
Was it any good?
It was good, yeah. It was like macaroni and cheese wrapped in like pizza crust type deal, and had pepperonis on it. So I was like, okay, well, let's.
So they just get to be
it.
chefs and
And then,
experiment with stuff in prison?
Hell yeah. And then I made some rack, which is a coffee punch soda drink.
Nice. You're gonna be up all night.
No, I think I'm about crashing. It was about I'm about crashing.
I hear you on that.
Then I just wanted to find something good to watch. I have been changing the channel. Trying to find.
When Ariel got sick, CPS came in, took the kids from me for 6 weeks. I've told this story. They couldn't figure out what happened. So because they couldn't actually find anything that I did wrong, because I passed hair follicles, I didn't do drugs, I didn't hang out with people, I worked my ass off. The shit was just so off the wall with no freaking answers. They came in and did the exact same thing. And now my son has trauma. My daughter and son now have trauma from being in CPS custody for 6 weeks and being in San Antonio with some foster care place, which even then they failed then, because what if I was a danger to my kids? Okay. I was getting text alerts about where her medications were being filled all the way down in San Antonio while we were up in Fort Worth. What if I was a psychopath? What if I literally deserved to have my kids taken from me and y'all didn't change anything? I could have literally come down there, waited for them to come pick up her medications, went and put my name down because they're sending it to me into my name. It's so unnecessary. And then they all had to apologize. The worker had to come back early to go in front of the judge and be like, no, we're done with this bullshit. Y'all are doing all of this for literally nothing. Y'all are putting this family through shit in the worst part of their entire life. But then I see cases like in Louisiana, there's people that I have reported several times. I've sent letters to the police departments. I have sent letters to the schools. I've sent letters to mental institutions. I have sent letters to different DCFS. I've done a lot to try to get certain people to step into certain situations that literally need it. And other people have also reported these certain situations. And there's been several outcries of abuse and all kinds of crazy shit. And the cops show up, ask a couple questions, and walk away. I see it constantly. Or you see the kids who are walking around in the store and they're dirty, they're hungry, they haven't had their hair washed in a freaking week, and the mom's walking around with brand new clothes and clean shoes and everything's about her, and those kids ain't getting taken care of. She's buying cereal and fruit roll-ups, no substance whatsoever. There's so many problems. But then they also cause so many problems. There's another family here in Texas. Something happened to, you might have even heard about this one. I don't remember their names, but they live not far from where we lived in Fort Worth, but it was a smaller town, Waxahachie maybe. This family adopted this little boy that had STDs and all kinds of medical conditions because of the abuse that he went through as a baby. And he was going through foster care and he had a lot of medical problems and he died in his sleep. And CPS came in and blamed the foster parents and took their kids from them. And their kids were raped and molested and all kinds of shit while they were in foster care. All for it to have been a medical condition that nobody could have ever done anything about because it was so the doctors didn't know what was wrong till the autopsies, all the investigations came out. And these people lost their houses, lost their jobs. Their kids are going through trauma. They're still going through trauma. They went through shit they never should have had to have gone through because CPS overstepped and didn't give a shit about what they were doing. They just wanted an answer because they were trying to cover up whatever they failed on. And now there's all these lawsuits going on. I don't know if they've ended or not, but there was all these lawsuits and the parents even went to prison. And they had to be exonerated and they had to be let out and they had to apologize to them and they destroyed their lives. Because they didn't give a shit enough to actually investigate. They just acted and ruined everyone. The oldest daughter and the second oldest son were put through so much sexual abuse while they were in foster care. They're completely different mentally now. CPS has always been a joke. They never do what they need to do, and they always overdo where they're not needed because it's all about money. They don't really care. I mean, I know there's workers that really care, but the people that are in charge of things that actually put out the assignments and make people go and do stuff that make all the decisions, they don't care. They get to a point where you're just another number. Even if people do get into CPS and do get into social work because they give a shit, eventually, just like with doctors, how their bedside manner becomes so stoic and unemotional. Well, because whenever you put yourself around it so much, you're desensitizing yourself to it. So eventually that's why it ends up being just as bad as before, because the CPS workers and everybody else, that desensitization, you just become another report. You're just another piece of paper that they have to waste their time sitting down and filling out. That's all it is. That's where it goes. These systems are a joke. They've always been a joke. It's so disgusting.
Something good to watch. Can't find anything good, so I don't know. I might journal for a little bit. Yesterday I was in a really fucking bad mood. And it was like the 5-year anniversary of my mom's death, because the murder happened at 3 a.m. on June 10th. So like the 9th and the 10th are like really hard days for me. And the week leading up to that, like I have nightmares, and it's just like my body, it's like my memory knows what that time is. And so it just automatically goes into a depression.
I don't believe you, Gypsy. It goes into a depression as it gets closer to whenever you murdered your mom. I don't believe you. I don't think it's a depression at all.
So yesterday, like, I was snappy, and like I think I just like got aggravated with a couple people. And
I think she gets aggravated because it didn't go the way she wanted. She didn't think she was going to be in prison. I think that's what she gets depressed about. That's what she gets aggravated about, is that it didn't go her way. Because there's no way she actually cares. It's obvious.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so Emily's girlfriend lives on the wing, and she's got a long history with this girl, and the girl just keeps on like getting with her and then breaking her heart, and then get with her and breaking her heart,
and most of them end up dead. Most of them that end up going back end up dead. That's the sad part. You always see stories of reunification, and then within a few months, the child's gone. It's just too much. It's a lot. It's so much. If they're not going to take the kid away permanently, then what are you doing? Because once you let that kid go back, you're literally putting them back into an even more dangerous situation, because now the parent has resentment and anger towards the fact that they got in trouble in the first place, and they take it out on that kid, even though it's the parent's fault. The system's so fucked.
So I went off on this girl. I was like, you know what? You may be with her right now.
But yeah,
guess what? Like, I've been her friend for almost a year now, and I have stuck with her through the times that you guys have broken up, got back together, and you put her through the ringer. And I'm still going to be there for her whenever you fuck with her heart this time around. And I just checked her. I put her on point.
Very nice.
So,
I like that.
I mean, it's just what
That's good.
I like that. He's so annoying.
Yeah, that's cool.
She was like, Emily, what is wrong with Gypsy? What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, it's okay to be snappy some days. I mean, it's all right.
But I did apologize to her. I mean, I'm like, I meant every word of it, but I do apologize for the
He gave a left-handed apology. I love that.
I don't understand.
I love that. Yeah, I meant it, but...
You need a backhanded apology?
Sorry for how I came across.
I love that. That's so cool. Well, you should have called me last night. I was in a better mood.
I know. I should have. I don't know why I didn't, but I think maybe it was because I had called my stepmom and like time hadn't rolled over yet. So that seems to be a problem sometimes. I'm like, either I'll want to make another call, and then it'll tell me like, oh, your time rolls over at like 9:50, and by that time it's like, oh, the neighborhood closes at like 9:50. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I can see that being an issue.
Yeah. I mean, I heard today that so the prison is like massively like under the amount of offenders that we should have. So there's two women's penitentiaries in Missouri. One is Vandalia, and the other is Chillicothe. So they're going to be transfers 30 a day for 30 weeks, 30 girls a day for 30 weeks, until it equals 500 girls getting transferred over here.
No. So y'all are going to get new inmates, like in y'all's wings and shit.
Yeah.
Consolidating the prisons because they don't have enough inmates?
It just doesn't even sound good to me. Like,
I mean, I feel like it's too soon. Because
call from a correctional facility and may be monitored and
recorded. I guess because of the pandemic stuff?
Like a massive risk. And they were talking about how, like, okay, so they stopped all transfers whenever they had stopped visitation. And so I'm like, so, I mean, the the other women's penitentiary, they're understaffed. So that's why it's kind of like an emergency transfer situation.
Right.
But I'm like, I feel like if we're taking the risk to have transfers come over, I think we should take the risk to allow visitors. So,
Absolutely.
Two completely different things.
right. Like you're still getting people from the outside or whatever,
I've passed by a mini Carl Jr. Never had it. I've never stopped and actually had it. I guess one day I probably should, because I've just realized I've never stopped and actually tried it. Not just that, but she's literally like talking about spa days and like how she's treating herself in prison, to like doing stuff with her face and toes and oatmeal masks and hair masks and shit. And I'm just like, bitch is on vacation for murder. On vacation for murder. Like what? Hearing and see, that's another thing. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships, Corn Dead. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But see what Sheila said right here, and teens adore her. Yeah, there are teenagers that take up for this woman, weirdo, all the time. There's been like at least 2, 3 that have done the exact same kind of shit that Gypsy has done with a boyfriend, along for the ride of stupidity. And they're now going to hear, which she's already made it very clear, but the way that she sits here and describes the way that she's living in prison, what would you be afraid of? She's on the phone all she wants to. She's got a million freaking dudes talking to her. She's got chicks that she talks to too, because she had like a whole submissive dom thing going on with another woman for a while, an older lady, from what I'm understanding, not the only one that she did all that stuff with either, which is neither here nor there, but you have all the freedom. You get to eat macaroni pizza pepperonis and make your little coffee sodas and have your little spa days and watch your own self on TV and get visitation, and you get to go to class and you get to learn all these things and talk to the cute little old lady about her Louis Vuitton shoes. Like, what is prison? Sounds like fun to me. See? This is showing that the system is a joke. You shouldn't be allowed all those damn privileges. You should not be allowed to walk around with your toes getting done and a face mask on and on the phone and talking about all these. No. Where is the punishment? I have been grounded as a teenager and had it worse for the couple hours I was in my room than she had in an actual prison. Like, it's just disgusting. The system is so jacked up. No way.
People could have easily came from county to prison, stay 2 weeks in Vandalia, and then come here. So it's like, I don't know.
You aren't missing anything. Whataburger is not everything that Texas tries to pretend that it is, and it was not shit even before they sold off to some Chicago company or whatever. The burgers are dry like an Arizona desert. The fries are not good. The Dr. Pepper shake is about the only thing there that's decent, in my opinion. Whataburger burgers, you literally are choking. They're dry. My God, they're so dry.
No, I get it. I get it. Like, and I'm curious about like the dynamics of like that prison and then the dynamics of y'all prison mixing. You know, like.
Why are you curious about that? You're not curious about that. You're just talking. You don't care.
You know, I don't know what it's like in there for you. Like, I'm sure there's politics and things you can't do and things.
What? Stephen Stearns has a girlfriend that's a YouTuber. Name. Drop the name.
You can't. You know what I mean? Like,
that's disgusting. Oh my God.
It'll be weird with once you do inmates.
Absolutely. I mean, like, I feel like the way that everything
Culver's is so good
right now, everything, like, we
Culver's
can't
is
talk
bomb.
to the other girl from the other housing unit. So you want to bring, 500 girls. Where the fuck are you going to put them? Like, what? The reason I had to move over to this wing is because they cleared out the wing that I was living on.
Right.
Because they wanted to put all.
For real. Drop the name. If you're going to be that disgustingly depraved, I deserve to talk shit. I deserve to talk all the shit. Stephen Stearns is the man that raped, molested, probably even, I believe, even impregnated Madeline Soto before he killed her. And the mom knew all the stuff. They met at Disney, that whole situation. Yeah, no, I want the name. That's disgusting. Oh my God.
Any transfers would go there. All the newbies would go there. And I'll make this post in April. But anyway, so I'll shut up now.
Well, you gonna call me on my lunch break tomorrow?
Yeah, I will.
All right. Well, go to bed. I'll talk to you later. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Have a good movie night with Noah.
I'm gonna try. You have a good night. Hopefully, you find something to watch.
I will. I'll try.
Okay, we'll go find one more. Noah, I think, is his nephew that he helped raise. Probably need to get that kid as far away from Ryan Anderson as possible after what we heard. And for I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'd like that weirdo's name. If you hadn't heard, and I don't want to bring it back up and listen to it again because it's just actually disgusting, and I just don't understand how the hell he just wow. So Gypsy very specifically asks Ryan if there's anything that his exes used to do that he wants her to do. And he moans and does that weird shit he does when he's talking to her on the phone. And then he mentions the fact that his ex gave him a thing while he was sitting there reading a storybook to her, like 4 or 5-year-old son. And then he tries to backtrack and lie to her because he said in the story that he finished. Meaning you enjoyed it, obviously. Okay. And then she's like questioning him about it. And she's at least got the brains enough to be like, okay, but I asked you a very specific question and you gave me a very specific answer. And then you told me that you finished. And now you're trying to tell me that you did it and you're lying and you're backtracking. And there's like several phone calls where they go on and on and on about this subject because now Gypsy's looking at him side-eyed, which is still interesting that she even honestly cared. After everything we heard her say before and everything that she's said in all these calls, I'm honestly shocked that she gave a shit. It's like the most normal reaction that I've seen her have to anything was, I mean, it didn't stop anything. She married the dumbass. She still went and slept with him and did all the things. Okay, so it obviously didn't affect her too much. But she sat there and called him a creep and asked if he touched kids before. And there was like a week's worth of conversations back and forth with this. And he just kept trying to like make all these excuses and be like, no, it was all her. I told her never do that again, blah, 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 blah. Dude is literally saying he was reading, speaking to the kid, showing him the book as it was happening. And the mom was over here doing shit to him while the kid apparently didn't see anything. And Ryan kept speaking and conversating with the child while this shit was going on. And that's what came to mind when she asked him, is there something that one of your exes used to do that you want me to do too? And his answer was, do me in front of a kid. Tell me I'm wrong. That's exactly what he said. That's crazy as hell. And he's a special ed teacher. Yeah. Hearing that, I was like, I can't. That's so nasty. That's so disgusting. And then you're going to try to backtrack. You're going to try to pretend that that's not what happened. No. That's what you said. You can't take it back. Gypsy wants to beat Natasha Cooper's ass. Oh, we're listening to this one.
Hello, this is a free call from
Hey, it's Gypsy.
an
This-
offender.
This this one has hopefully a little bit more comedic drama than the other shit that we've been listening to. And yeah, I just honestly can't believe that kind of stuff. But not just that. These calls are monitored, right? Dude is literally sitting there saying that there was a sex act happening in front of a child. And they hear him say that answer to the question that she asked. And they don't instantly be like, FBI, search hard drive. What are these calls monitored for? If they're not going to put an end to that kind of shit. Like, come on. Oh my God. It's so gross.
At the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block...
You know what I mean? And never mind tablets and video calls and other shit that she was able to do too. Time that she spent emailing. She did not have prison time. She was at camp. She was in a camp retreat. This was not punishment.
For number from receiving calls from this facility, press
6. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
YouTube Streets? I've heard of that channel before. Like, it's been a hot minute, but I have heard of that channel before. So they have the video about the YouTuber that Stephen Stearns is messing with. Okay. I got some digging to do. Hell no, that's so... But you know, Chris Watts is getting married. And the crazy thing is that the girl that he's marrying is like gorgeous. She looks a little cray-cray. She got the cray-cray eyes. But she's beautiful, in my opinion. Okay. And she moved closer to the prison so she can go and visit him more. Huh? How are you so messed up in the head with as beautiful as you are? Are you so screwed up in the head that you feel like the only man that will ever love you is someone who murdered his pregnant wife and his children? Like, how much damage does she have to have? Like, how much trauma is in her life for her to think that that's my man? That's the love of my life. A man I'm never going to be able to be around in real life. A man that I'm never going to be around outside of this prison. And a man that's capable of literally taking the life of his own children on top of a pregnant woman, okay? I don't understand the mentality. It's so off. It's so off. I don't get it. I don't know how the human brain... I don't know how the human brain got so screwed up, but it's got to be something that the government's doing to our food or some crazy shit, because the fact that there's just like massive amounts of people that do this kind of thing, get into these relationships. I mean, didn't Manson even have like a few wives? It's just disturbing. I don't understand.
Hey.
What you doing?
Nothing, just at home. Did you go take a rest, or did you call somebody else?
I called Tracy after, talked to her for a little bit, and then I went and
Yep, Rod's a piece of shit.
cried my eyes out, like something was seriously wrong.
I'm sorry. I couldn't talk at the moment there. I wanted.
I'm pretty sure this is Ken. This is Ken. She's talking to Ken.
I wanted to be there for you at that time. I'm sorry, babe.
It's okay, hon. It's okay.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah, no shit.
like it's been one of those days, you know. And they have.
What did Christy say?
I broke down on her. I just been crying all fucking day.
Babe, I'm so sorry today.
It's okay.
God. I mean, I know we've heard lots of people talk to Gypsy, but for some reason when Ken calls her babe, I get physically nauseous. Like, just hearing, God, I hate this so much.
Nothing that you could help with, nothing that you could do. But
I want to help. I wish I was there. I wish I was there for you, babe. I'm sorry I wasn't.
It's okay. I know you want to help. I know you want to make it better, but sometimes things are just out of our control. And like I told her, I'm just like, it's all too much. You know, sometimes the world just gets too much, and it's like getting a violation and then possibly getting fired tomorrow. It's just like you know, and possibly
fired in a place where you have a roof over your head, air conditioning in the summer, heat in the winter, 3 meals, a place to shower. Shut up. Fired while the state pays for everything that you need is not fired in the real world. Cry harder. Ugh, shut up.
going to hold because
She's so
Natasha,
stupid.
just all the possibilities of me being in trouble. It's really overwhelming.
Don't even worry about getting sent to the hole. That's not going to happen. Okay, I'm not going to let that happen. I know there's something I can do to control it, but
I'm not going to let that happen, Gypsy. I'm not going to let you go to the hole. Kid, what the fuck are you going to do? You going to break into the prison? Snatch her up out of there? What are you going to do?
I don't think it's going to happen. And if it did get sent to the hole, I would call the caseworker and say, this is not her fault.
Oh my God.
She is
I'm going to make a phone call.
under the target of harassment by these Facebook groups, and they're dead set on getting her in trouble. So, like, I think that there
is no Facebook group out in the real world that can get Gypsy Rose in trouble in prison unless she's actually doing some crazy shit in the prison that they have proof for. And they would only have proof of that because dumb bitch don't know how to stop talking to people and running her mouth. There is no reason for her to even have anything to do with Instagram, with Twitter, with TikTok, with Facebook groups. She shouldn't have any idea or access to know any of that stuff. None. The fact that the internet is where she met Nick, where a lot of stuff happened with her online, and they didn't instantly make that a part of her release was no internet access, no social media, because they can do that. They can do that.
You know, I should probably call the caseworker and tell him that anyway.
Well, I did put a statement.
You need to be, you know, just understand that Gypsy is like being targeted right now, and they're trying everything they can to get her into trouble.
Where?
So I'm gonna talk to him just for a brief minute and just kind of explain to him that that's the situation. But I don't want you to worry and think that you're gonna get into the hole because of that. Like, I'm pretty sure that they understand and will understand that, you know, that this is a situation right now, but like, unless you do anything that can get you into trouble by your own actions, then you're going to be fine. But
that's where those are coming from. I guess that makes sense. That family's wackadoodle for real.
You're going to be fine.
Yeah.
You know, just
he's acting like the male version of a Karen. I'm going to make a phone call. I'm going to write a letter.
Stick to yourself, stick to your friends. You know, stick to your circle, do what you're supposed to be doing right now, and you're guaranteed fine. There's nothing to worry about.
I am. Like, I'm sticking to, like...
You slept with guards, too, from what I'm understanding.
The friends that, you know, I have, and Tabby moving over is a big help because, you know, I was there whenever she would have, like, breakdowns and stuff because her and I are, like, both sensitive people. And so
silver over gold any day. Silver over gold any day.
Did you talk to me? Go ahead.
She understands, like, whenever I just, like, want to cry. And there could be nothing really wrong, but just everything that has compiled to today and yesterday and in the past week. And I did get Natasha's email, and I did read it. I did not respond to it, but I did read it. And I was just, like, reading this.
Like, actually, with
email,
headphones
like,
for real.
Fucking bitch. So if she was here in person, I'd beat the shit out of her. And I'm not even, like, making idle threats. I would beat the shit out of this bitch.
Out of Natasha Cooper?
Mm-hmm.
With something. And probably put in charge. Because, like, her stupid act.
she would beat her with something. So we've gone from fighting to now it's assault and battery with a deadly weapon. She hasn't freaking learned one thing, has she?
Accusations like, are you really engaged to Ken? Well, duh, bitch. Like, really? And now, people are saying like, oh, and you and Brian are dating, and I'm carrying y'all's love child. Like, what the fuck's really going on?
What?
And I know this is like talking shit, and my roommate's like, oh, all it is talking shit. Why are you getting so worked up over it? Because she doesn't only talk shit, she creates action. And
what action?
So it's like there's a difference. I can ignore someone talking shit, but she's creating action behind it. Now she's having people contact me so I can write them. So
are they friends now? I mean, I know that Natasha Cooper still talks about Gypsy sometimes. I don't watch her. As far as I am understanding from the situation that happened with Gannon Stouch's autopsy photos and Zav Girl putting them behind a paywall and some weird shit like that, Natasha Cooper also did. I didn't have any qualms with her up until then, and once I heard that, I just don't give two shits about you whatsoever. Sorry, not sorry about it. So I don't know if they're friends or not.
Like, direct it towards the media. She just sent a message out to everyone, please write Gypsy, and then send me pictures of her letters so we can send it to the media. That's what she's having people do now. So I'm just not gonna write anybody ever again.
But you did.
Well, what is wrong with this person, mentally?
I don't know.
Jesus, I wish I could go to her house.
She has it out for you because
Says the man talking to a convicted murderer who said that she would let her daughter be raped by her daughter's father and teach her how to be quiet and not tell people everyone's business from inside the house. I think you need to look at yourself, Kenny boy.
I look back on it because of the just the general consensus that she has a hatred for you. It's not only me.
That's Natalie Reynolds, I think is her name.
Yeah, it might be about me, but it's fueled towards you. Because why did I send her that first email to defend you? Because she was afraid that you're 35 and you got you're gay with family and all this kind of shit. I took to her to defend you. And then now she's sending messages like, oh, it's nothing against you. However, Ken and his mom, that's a completely different story because they put my mugshot out there for the world to see. Bitch, you put his out there first. So.
Right.
Natasha Cooper has a mugshot?
Who's the tattoo first?
Right.
Ooh, I'm going to beat this woman. I'm going to beat her fat
Isn't that
ass.
crazy? Isn't that crazy?
Yep, I know what you mean. Just a piece of shit. Did you talk to anybody else tonight besides Christy?
No.
Okay.
No, I just called her, and then I was like, I need to go decompress. And so after I got off the phone with her, there was nobody in my room, so I just cried and just bawled. Let it all out. It's like I can only hold it in for so long.
Sure.
And be strong. So I was just I hadn't cried like that since county. Of just out of desperation and hopelessness,
Babe, you're not hopeless. It's not hopeless right now. Okay, I mean, yeah, you're right. We're under a lot of stress right now, included. But because your first email couldn't have been truthful. I mean, they're just a bunch of losers that are just have nothing more to do with their time than just business. They're trying so hard to get a rise out of us, and it's working. It's working. I should never got in there and responded. You should never responded to that email.
And what have they learned? What have they learned? He jumps up on Sir Morbid's panel. He goes on TikToks. He gets on the live streams, and he runs his mouth. So all of this that happened years before, the dumbass never learned anything, and he just continued the same behaviors afterwards. Not shocking, honestly.
We never should have even given them the time of fucking day because now they feel special.
Right.
They got to us and that they can do it again if they push harder. And we're not going to let it happen. You know, we're going to be strong as a family, you know, and we're going to be fine.
Except you break
You
up
know,
here.
in a week from now, we'll forget all about stop and we'll have new problems to fucking deal with. You know, so this is the problem of the month right now, and it's going to go away and get like, you know, that group I'm pretty sure will be taken down momentarily anyway because they got 2 strikes for harassment. Anymore, Facebook will probably just, if they keep pushing for harassment, that's exactly what's going to happen.
His phone sucks.
Now, like, we're going to be fine. I know that, like, you had a hard day. Hell, I had a fucking hard day, too. I mean, not compared to yours, so I didn't want to fucking...
Tell me about your day, like, please.
No, it was just...
Tell me about your day.
For some reason, like, my bank card wasn't working today, even though I have plenty of money in it. So I went around a couple different stores trying to buy shit, and my card kept declining for no reason. Like, I guess I have money in my account. So I was hella pissed. I wasn't dressed appropriately, and then it started fucking raining. And I had my laptop bag and I had my back. I had my backpack with me, my pictures and everything printed out. And then, like, my pictures weren't loading on the fucking kiosk at Walgreens for no fucking reason. So I had to restart my phone a couple of fucking times. And then when I went to go buy the pictures, my card declined. Oh my God, I have fucking money on my card. What the fuck is on my bank? And then, like, I called my gym membership to cancel it because I'm changing gyms because this one's too expensive. I don't want to go to this one anymore. And nobody was answering, so I had to go in there in person, and the manager wasn't available, so I left a note for him. He never called me back, so I had to call back. They teaching a class, talk in that moment, and I was like, I'm just trying to take care of my fucking shit right now, and nothing's working out. And then you called me, and it was like raining outside, and I couldn't talk at the moment because I was like heading in to go get my shit done. And disappointed you because I wasn't there for you in that moment.
Yeah, the next time that we do like anything with Gypsy Rose, we have to go over the Nick Godejohn interrogation videos. And unlike Gypsy's, where she's on the couch and she sleeps the majority of the time when the cops aren't talking to her, I can't skip through the stuff where the cops are not talking to Nick because he talks to himself the whole time. From what I've seen, I haven't listened to all of them, but going through and like looking at certain things and skimming through, he doesn't like stop talking to himself. So we were able to cut out hours, honestly, from the footage of Gypsy's from the arrest because she was asleep on the couch the whole time. He doesn't. I think he puts his head down on the desk a little bit, but he talks to himself the majority of the time. So those are going to be really long, and we're going to have to listen to the entire thing. Yeah, we still definitely need to do that.
And then it was just like, I went to go buy cigarettes. I didn't have a fucking brand that I wanted, so I was pissed about that.
Oh, my God.
And then that's like a little insignificant thing. And then, like, I wanted to get an Uber home, but my card, again, wasn't working. So I had to call the bank and, like, get everything fucking figured out. Like, apparently, like, the whole bank system was down, so nobody's card was working. And so it was just so I had to walk home in the fucking rain with my laptop in my bag and a bunch of pictures in my bag. I was worried that they were going to get wet. And I didn't have an umbrella. And then it just, you know, just fucking shitty afternoon. And then I'm still sick. I'm still nauseous. I went and bought more medicine today because my bank card finally worked. And it's been a fucking shitty day, man. And like I went to go drop off my I bought a bottle of barbecue sauce for Eric at the Crown Plaza. I went to go give that to him, and then I had a bunch of other coworkers walk up to me and like, oh, so I heard you're engaged. And I was like, yeah, I am. I'm engaged. And like, is it that Gypsy girl? And I'm like, yes, it is. And they're like, so is that for real? Like, are you really engaged to her? And I'm like, absolutely. I wouldn't lie about it. And then like I was given like, you know, the explanation to a couple of people, and you know, they like smiled and like, you know, nodded, and they said that's really sweet. And so that was like a one positive out of it is, you know.
So she's bitching and complaining because Natasha Cooper is asking her, are you actually engaged to Ken? Are you dating Ryan, or is it Ken? Like, what's going on? And she's flipping shit about it. But Ken gets asked that from people in the real world, and he just sits there and explains it and then moves on, basically.
You know, like, I got a couple congratulations from people.
A weird thing to buy to drop off. For sure.
And, you know, I mean, like, and then now I'm back at home and I'm talking to you, so I feel better. And Gypsy, I love you so much. I hope you know that, and I hope that you know. Sometimes stress gets the better of us, but like, just don't forget that I love you, and I hope that you know. And I don't forget the same from you either. Yeah. And you know, like you're my calm, you're my calm place in the storm. You're my rock. And
you're mine. And that's never going to change.
Oh, until Ryan shows up and becomes your comfort, right? Girl.
People come at us, you know. I'll stand in front. I'll fight these bitches off. And, like, we're going to be fine.
I'd love to see Kim Kardashian react to some of these phone calls on a live stream. I don't give two shits about the Kardashians. I don't understand people's obsession with them, and it's a hardcore one at that. I don't get that at all. I don't get it. But knowing that they did do endorsements with her, knowing that she did do stuff with the Kardashians, oh, I would love it. I would love for Kim Kardashian to do a live stream and listen to some of these phone calls. That would be beautiful.
I know we will. Like,
and fuck the media. Fuck Doctor. What did Chrissy say about you talking to Stephanie or Samantha or whatever her fucking name was?
She was, understanding about it because I wanted to talk to the lady myself because I could give her a better understanding rather than, Gypsy just doesn't want to do the interview. You know, so I talked with her, as if she would be a friend, That's how you kind of get through to people sometimes instead of
manipulated it.
Like, fuck you and fuck your show. you have to be like, this is why I feel like I want to step away from the media for a while so I can get a handle on my life and so I can focus on friends, family, my relationship. I explained to her that, really, other than me accomplishing getting most of my GED but still in school for the math, other than that, there's no new development.
I guess it just ends right there. Yeah. I'm done. That's 2 hours. My God. She's so stupid. Like, everything about this woman is just so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so shallow. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand what makes her think that, like, certain things are okay to just have open discussions about. Except for the fact that I know that she's doing it because she wants to get some sort of reaction out of these guys. And not just that either, but like, I don't see how Ken can listen to these. Like, he's already screwed up in the head, right? Like, we already know he's heard all kinds of nasty stuff. But I don't know how he can also, like, listen to all of the shit that she was, like, telling other people about him and their relationship and all these other guys that she was telling all this stuff to. I just don't understand. I don't understand how she's been able to just come out here and live a normal life. Okay, I'll check it out as soon as I get off of here. Yeah, it's so gross. It is so disgusting. And they are fighting over her. She's a freaking murderer. And people are fighting over her. Oh my God. I just feel so bad for that kid. Because the kid's going to grow up and it's not just Gypsy that's going to have to, like, own up to this. Ken is going to have to own up to this because she's going to look at her father and be like, what kind of sick, sadistic freak are you to know all of this shit about her and not only get with her, but then think it was a good idea to have a baby with her? What is wrong with you, Dad? No, now you're not my dad. Now I'm going to walk away from you. Now let's move on to Christy and Rod. Christy and Rod, how could you possibly have not done more to make sure that this didn't happen? What about your murderous ass child having a child? Seemed like a good idea to you. Why are we cheering for this? Oh, because you get paid for all these interviews and you get to do all these things. That's why when the consulvances sit there and say stupid shit like how they don't get paid for interviews, yeah, you get paid for some shit. You can go lie somewhere else. Gypsy Rose being so ignorantly open about how much money she made with all these documentaries and these things that she interviewed with tells us already that the consulvances have been getting paid for certain things. Because they're not going to do all that shit for Gypsy Rose and then not do it for the Consalvases. No, that's not how it works. Now, when they go to like the Today Show and shit like that, they don't get paid for those. But again, they get accommodated. They get their airplane paid for, their food paid for, their clothes if they need to, their ride. Everything is paid for. Hotel, all of it. Accommodation. I just don't see how so many people are aware of the truth, the calls, the things that have come out of her own mouth. And they just have like these blinders and believe shit that there's no proof for. But again, we see it in the Idaho case too. There's just got to be a way this woman goes back to prison. She should not be out here. She should not be walking amongst us. She should not be out here popping out kids. She should not be out here doing nothing. It's just too much. It's disgusting. Oh, God. That's ridiculous. They're talking about having another kid. That's freaking disturbing. She shouldn't be out of prison. All right, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And we're going to go live in the next few hours or so with some Idaho stuff. I don't know what yet. There's so much of it. And I haven't decided. But it's been a hot minute since we've gone over any records. And one of the records that were unsealed like last week is part of Brian Kohberger's psychological evaluation paperwork. So we probably need to sit down and go over that because there's lots of people on TikTok and everywhere else talking about it and being stupid about stuff. And I haven't seen anything in there that's something that we weren't already expecting. We know he has ARFID. We know about the OCDs. We know about the mobility issues. We know about the stoicness. That's like, duh. So I don't find any of it alarming that I've skimmed through so far. And of course, people are taking things that aren't there. Like there's no psychotic anything. And people are like, oh, he's a psychopath. Oh, he's a sociopath. There's none of that in there whatsoever. You're making up terms out of nothing. But anyway, we haven't gone over that, and I feel like that's pretty important. So that's probably what we'll do today. And if we have enough time later on tonight, we'll go through an interview, I guess, unless something new happens. But I do want to take time to go over that document. And I think there's like another one that came out too that we need to go over here soon. But yeah, that's the plan. I don't know what time yet. It's 3:00. I'm going to go make food for the boys. And I don't know what time I'll be back, but it'll be like maybe in like 2 hours or so, 2.5, maybe 3 at the most, but just keep your bells on. But I will be back. Thank you so much for coming in here and listening to some of this trash with me. Oh my God. Of this person. And I look again, I don't know how y'all can listen to her all day and not have your brains melting out of your ear holes onto the floor. I mean, it's just so gross. Absolutely insane. Yeah. No, there's no. No, I'm pretty sure the kid. Yeah. No, I know there's a lot of people that think that the kid's not real or whatever, and it's some whatever. I think it's real. That's what she wanted. She did exactly what she knew she wanted to do. She baby trapped Ken because she knew he got away before. And if she didn't do something quick, he was going to leave. So she probably took things to make herself more fertile than she needed to be to make sure that it happened. Plus, she wasn't taking birth control. She did it on purpose. Very much a baby trap. Very much a baby trap. It's so gross. So gross. All right, you guys. I will see you guys in a little while. Make sure I've got the right one on here because this is not Idaho, so I can't have that one on there. There it is right there. All right, I'll see you guys in a few hours. See y'all.